Man of 1,005 Holds says, I was upset about not going for the record, but that post-game speech made me think differently. I just put out a short because I think it's some that needs to be said. Okay. The record doesn't mean shit, dude. At all. Who cares? If it happens in the act of the game, great. I was trying to remember, Sean, do you remember there was a Heat player, man, I want to say it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago or something, and he ended up getting a triple-double, and he kind of got like a cheap rebound that he ended up hitting off a backboard or something, or I forgot how the story went, but he ended up getting a cheesy triple-double. And I remember the next day doing a talk show saying, yeah, but, it was kind of manufactured. And it doesn't really mean much to me. You know what I mean? What means this is my problem. Okay. Let me show you my problem. Okay. I want to show you my freaking problem with all of this. Because I think it's this fantasy football mentality that it just makes zero sense to me. And I don't know why people do this kind of crap. And you look at the Miami Herald today, okay? And the Miami Herald, let me see. I think I might be able to take the billboard off there for me, please, Sean. There. Okay, can you see it? Let me put the screen up. There you go. That's the front page. That's the front page. McDaniel explains why the Dolphins didn't try to set record for most points in an NFL game. So you possibly have the best team in the NFL, the second best team to the Niners in the NFL, and this is your focus. That's the front page story. You have the leading candidate for the MVP. That's your focus right there. You have one of the best offensive minds in the NFL. Your focus is on a stupid 3 points. Your running backs just ran for 350 yards. This is what you're talking about? Your team's 3-0. You're undefeated in the AFC, the entire conference. This is your focus. And the only reason the Miami Herald puts this in the front page, it's because it's your fault. Because there's too many of you worried about stupid shit like this, fantasy football bullshit, then you haven't had a team like this for over 40 years. This is what you're worried about? You haven't had a franchise quarterback since Marino walked out the door. That's what you're worried about? You haven't had a complete coach since Don Shula. This is what you're worried about? This is what you're complaining about. These are the same people that think Dalvin Cook is going to take them over the top. It's like you are never happy and you have every reason to be happy. If you're walking out of a game where you won by 50, where your quarterback put on a show, your offensive line, God bless those 6 guys this year. Because I got to throw Kendall Lamb in there. I know he wasn't in there yesterday, but all 6 of them have given you a glorious thing here. Your quarterback's been sacked once. You have rushed for 565 yards in 3 games, even though you didn't want to rush in the first game. Okay? You wanted to pass and you wanted to make a statement in that game. You have averaged 6 6.1 yards a carry as a team. Listen to me again. You have averaged 6.1 yards a carry as a team. And this is the shit you're focused in on? Are you serious? You drafted a rookie in the 3rd round. The rookie went on to rush for 203 yards and 2 touchdowns on a mere 18 carries. He then also catches 4 for 30 yards and 2 more touchdowns. And this is your focus. I don't understand people, dude. It's this thing about just let's lean to negativity when there's a crap ton of positivity. We have a bouquet of positivity, a smorgasbord of positivity. And this is the sewage that's in the front page. We're worried about some stupid ass record that means nothing, that you're going to forget about years down the line, because what you remember is the performance. What you remember is the hook and ladder. You don't remember anything else. The miracle in Miami, that's what you remember, the play. You're going to remember A-Chain's performance. It's not so much the record. You're going to keep remembering Mike McDaniel, who is a mad scientist. Brother, we had a coach talk so much shit about Tua last year that he said that Teddy Bridgewater was going to take his job. And then he backtracked right away, and that dude handed him a 50 burger yesterday. And this is what you focus in on? I would have rather had the front page, the drama with Sean Payton's face and his comments from last year and his comments from the game, along with Tua's comments and the storyline of how he talked a lot of shit about Tua. And I wonder if he's thinking that Tua right now is pretty damn good. That would have been my article in the Miami Herald, in the Sun Sentinel, in the Palm Beach Post. But I'm a different cat. I kind of talk about what's reality, what's here, what's now, not create this kind of bullshit. So, it just, I don't get it, dude. There will be plenty of times to be negative, but let it happen. Bill, rest in peace. He, when he started with me as a producer, one of the things that he learned about me right away was that I don't create controversy to create controversy. They do that on radio all the time, even our local radio, obviously. They do it in all the newspapers, all 3 local papers. They come up with hooks just to hook you because you live off this negativity. And then the news, they're not going to tell you about the firemen that saved the dog and the cat and the people and this and that. No, they want to tell you about the people that burned and died. And they want to tell you about the disasters and all that kind of stuff because that's what we gravitate to. You don't want to hear about good shit. You want to hear about what will piss you off. You know what it is to walk out of that game and have any anger? Unless you're a Broncos fan, then you should be all angry. You should be all embarrassed. I've Bronco fans, I feel your pain, bro. I'm a Dolphin fan. My last 25 years has been as painful as it gets. So I feel all your pain. I've felt that pain in every way possible between Shula and McDaniel, between Shula and Chris Greer. Everything in between has been so freaking painful. But I'm not sitting here every day to tell you, well, hey, They're 3-0. Tua's kicking ass. McDaniel's awesome. The defense is getting better. The offensive line. Hey, but an ACL injury will change your game. Don't get too happy, Dolphin fans. An injury will hurt everything. Don't get too happy, Dolphin fans. One of your players may go hit their wives. Don't get too happy, Dolphin fans, because, like, really, dude? Like, you want me to start doing shit like that? You know, it's the running game didn't need a running back, but we wanted to create all offseason running backs. All these options. Mostert talked about it yesterday. And since the season started, do you need a running back? Do you think you need a running back? Are you convinced that you not only have a running back, but you have running backs? Like Jeff Wilson's out, and he was like your number 2 back last year. Ahmed's out. He was your number 3 back last year. So you're down to your 4th and 5th back behind your number 1. How did it work out yesterday? Oh, wait, let me check. He ran for 200 yards. Oh, wait, Chris Brooks, 9 for 66. Undrafted. I'm sorry. No, but let's create the negativity. Let's create the doubt. Even though the front office is saying, we're not desperate for running backs or offensive linemen, but everybody else has got to throw it on them. No, yes, you are. No, dude, we'll take anybody at low-hanging fruit. You want to give it to us? We'll take it. You want to give us Jalen Ramsey? Hey, man, we'll take it. People don't understand, but they want to create controversy. This shit in the front page, this to be a subject is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Seriously. We got a team like we haven't had here in decades, dude. I'm 57. Well, I'll be 57 on Sunday. I'm 6 days away, so I'm basically 57 already. And by the way, Dolphins, I need a Bills win. That's all I want for my birthday.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.